Hey, it's Clint from Cranbrook Dodge, used car sales manager here at the dealership. And today we have something that we don't see every day. It's a 2021 Ram 1500 Built to Serve Edition. So what is the Built to Serve Edition? Well, it's when they first started putting these out, it was alluded to that this was sort of a tribute trim level to the military. As time went on, they sort of included, I think, everything into that. So like our firemen and police officers and all that kind of stuff. Basically, all the people that serve the regular folks like myself. But anyway, this one in particular is in tank green with core accent stitching on the inside. So I would say that more than adequately alludes to the military roots on this one particular version in general. And I think it looks great. So technically this is built on a bighorn platform, but I would say it has more in common with sort of a hybrid between maybe the Sport and Rebel, I guess. I mean, it's not really a bighorn. It's nicer than that, but it's obviously not a Sport either. It's kind of like a Rebel. We've got the black bumpers, as you can see. All the badging is blacked out. It does say bighorn on the tailgate, but it's just a little bit above board to what you would see in a regular bighorn. We've got the granite wheels, which only come on this truck. Again, that tank green looks super good, especially with the black and the gray. No Sport hood, but you do have sort of the black headlights, and then you can see the black grille, you know, and some stuff that you would see on maybe a night edition Sport or a Rebel. So I don't know. I think that this package is super cool. It's not made in huge numbers, so it's not something that you see every day. This color was only available on this package, so it's not something that you're going to see on the road all the time. But moving inside, starting with the back, you can see that we've got like obviously the bighorn, or maybe not obviously if you're not familiar with the bighorn, you'd have just a standard cloth seat. These are a little bit different in the sense that you've got kind of a vinyl, similar to what they were doing in the Rebel when it first came out, with this kind of mesh insert here, and then a one-off kind of stitching theme that you only see in this particular truck. On the backs of the seats too, we've got this kind of unique pocket too that's only found on the built to serve. Kind of gives it a bit of an edgier sort of a appearance compared to just a standard bighorn. And then typical of the crew cab design that we transitioned into in this new body style truck, you've got a full seat all the way across. It doesn't cut out here in the middle where it suddenly becomes useless for an adult. And then you've got a flat floor all the way across. Again, typical in our crew cabs, we've got these in-floor storage bins, and then the seats flip up for additional storage like that. So it used to be that we had a kind of a storage compartment under here where the lid kind of flipped out and created a flat surface for you to put cargo in, but there's no need for that anymore now because the floor is flat all the way across. So moving up into the front, starting with the door panel, we've got all your power windows and locks. This one does have the power folding mirrors, and then of course adjustable glass. And then moving down to the seat, we've got power adjustments on the driver's side only in this, but it does include lumbar controls as well as power adjustment. And then that same sort of cloth mesh and vinyl seat sort of continues up into the front. Again, unique to the Built to Serve is the insignia that's embroidered into the seats. So and then moving into the driver's seat here. Starting with the dash, at the time of this video, we've got 72,093 kilometers on here. This particular built to serve has the what was the best instrument cluster that was available at the time, which is the 7-inch screen that's in the middle there. Right now set to show our speed, but you've got some different things that you can sort of toggle through here as far as vehicle info is concerned. The built to serve this is where like some of the Rebel stuff kind of comes through. We've got some off-road information in here, fuel economy. It's just been reset, so it shows that we're getting terrible fuel economy, but I've just had it idling. Trip information, trailer tow, what's playing on the radio, messages. This truck just came in, so I haven't had the opportunity to even change the oil in it. Obviously that'll be done before anybody takes it home. And then you've got some customizing here that you can do right now. You've noticed in the top left we've got the compass, but I mean that could be changed to the time of day, it can be changed to the fuel economy, instant or average, etc., etc. You've got a few things you can adjust there. And then finally back to the speedometer again. So moving out to the steering wheel, starting on the left hand side, we've got the controls for your voice recognition and Bluetooth, as well as those arrows that I was just using to move through the screen in the center there. And then on the right hand side, we've got the controls for your cruise control. Down to the left of the steering wheel, you've got the controls for your automatic headlights. As well as in the center of the knob there, you've got your fog lamps and bed lighting. And then just to the right, there's a dial to increase and decrease the intensity of the lights on the dash. And then just below, the emergency brake and your power adjustable pedals. To the right of the steering wheel, and hopefully it's not too noisy here, and it's 37 degrees out today. We've been on a bit of a heat streak here, and my phone after just a few minutes doesn't like making videos anymore, so I have to have the air conditioning turned on in here or it won't work. But anyways, to the right we've got the controls for your automatic transmission and four-wheel drive controls. This one has the automatic four-wheel drive, which I think is super handy. And then just below that, you've got your axle lock and hill descent control, and then the push button start. Moving up to the media screen, we've got the 8.4 inch in here, which is sort of sticks one and half a dozen of the other. Some people like the great big screen, some people prefer this one. I can see both sides. I mean, the big screen is definitely impressive looking in here, but the one advantage to the smaller screen, if you want to call this small, is that you still maintain a lot of the buttons to control normal stuff, like you've got knobs for your temperature, for example, and buttons to turn the heated seats on and off and stuff, which becomes a touchscreen thing when you have the big screen. But on right now we've got the trial subscription of satellite radio playing, and then this of course is where the display for your backup camera is, and then you have the navigation screen, of course. So, and then moving down, we have the controls for your heated seats, actual buttons on this instead of the touchscreen buttons like you would normally find in the larger one. And then moving down a little bit more, we've got the on and off buttons for your front and rear park assist, your trailer brake controls, traction control, and tow haul. And then underneath there, we've got some plugins for your USB and auxiliary inputs. One of the things that is unique about the built to serve too, and I don't know, this was sort of alluded to that this was part of the military thing, but you've got a locking safe in there that was sort of described to us as where an officer would put their sidearm. So I think that all in all, the interior in this is pretty neat, and pretty nicely featured out, considering this, I mean, technically is a bighorn, but I mean, I don't think that this is a bighorn at all. One thing that I can say is that this package is not something that you see very often. We've only had a small handful of these since they started building them. They're quite unique. You don't see them on the road very often at all. So there you go, a 2021 Ram 1500 built to serve. Hopefully that gives you an idea as to what this very unique trim package is all about. If you have any questions about this truck or anything else that you might have questions about on the lot that isn't this truck, feel free to reach out to me directly. My name's Clint. I'm the used car manager here at Cranbrook Dodge. And then also you can reach out to any of the sales staff that can set up a test drive on this or anything that you wish and answer any questions you may have as well. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.